Hello everyone! Today's video is a little special as it's a collaboration piece. I'm really lucky to be friends with a group of brilliant artists over on Twitter, and we've recently been silently scheming together to make a special video for Valentine's Day with the theme You Stole My Heart. We each took that title and ran with it, and there'll be a collage at the end made by Zakura of all of the pieces and the artists who made them at the end with their links. Everyone really put a lot of themselves into their interpretation, which I think adds a lot to each of these pieces, from the medium to the techniques that they use. They're all really unique, so please go and check them out. I wanted to do a tattoo kind of design for my piece. The idea I had was, wouldn't it be cool to cut a heart out of a woman and have the background showing through it to give it this kind of 3D effect? Cool to cut a heart out of a woman. What am I saying? I have a very troubled mind. Anyway, I knew I wanted to have a really limited colour palette of just white, black and red to make the background pop out of the image more. And I can only apologise for the appalling lighting in this video. Hopefully the place that I'm moving to has better light, or I can invest in a stadium's worth of LED lighting to at least give the appearance I don't paint in the middle of the night. I actually filmed this at midday, but you would never know it. I think I'm kind of like veering off of it in this voiceover. Don't really have a great deal to say for once. I mean, Valentine's Day is odd, as I've always really messed about when it came to celebrating it. Me and my partner were long distance for a few years, and we always just moved it to the next time we saw each other. And then you're working and then it gets shifted again, and to be fair, that's usually a good thing. Or I prefer it at least, because the places aren't fully booked a few weeks later and you get a little bit more time to sort out a gift. This probably makes me sound really unromantic. Just what I'm sure you want to hear on a Valentine's video. Suddenly the drawing is starting to make a lot more sense. But I kind of take the looseness of celebrating Valentine's as a positive. A lot of my friends who are in relationships act as if it's sacrosanct to buy flowers and chocolates for Valentine's Day. I find flowers a little bit depressing, to tell you the truth. You let a flower grow till it's just perfect and about to breed and do everything that it ever wanted to do in its little flower life, and then you kill it and you give it to someone to let it die on their table for a week, and every day it's just sitting there dying, and they die in such a sad way too, just flopping over. They're just, it's just depressing. Oh my god, why am I being so depressing? You'll see, this is all a clever scheme. You have to go watch everyone else's video to brighten yourself up after watching this one. I'll try and end on a more positive note, or at least try to. Even though I don't think Valentine's Day should be the be-all and end-all of a relationship, I do think there's something nice about dedicating time to just spend with your partner. I think it's easy to get into routines and not make much time for each other, so having a night together can be a really great thing, and it's a good way of seeing what habits you've fallen into and what you might want to change and improve going ahead. I'm looking at this finished painting right now and thinking, why did you draw her in a bodysuit? I don't know why, it just felt right for some reason. I wanted her shape to be like really simple and to contrast the detail in the roses behind her. I remember years ago my art teacher said to me that the most common mistake a new artist can make is giving as much detail to the background as they give to the foreground, and I think it's pretty easy to do too. Your focus is usually on the object with the most detail, and if both are really heavy with detail, it can be hard to direct the eye of the viewer to what you want them to be looking at. And I kind of wanted to play with that idea in this piece. The main detail is the background, with the plain and simple foreground being the person, but for some reason I would say that at least my eyes are still brought to the woman and not the roses. It must be the whole people always focus on faces trick, or who knows, maybe you see it differently. I was hoping subverting a few rules and keeping the colours simple and giving her just an interesting expression would give you all something a little unique to read into, just to let you give her your own story. As I said at the beginning, this is a collaboration piece with the Artist Guild over on Twitter. So many talented artists, and here's a collection of all their pieces together for the You Stole My Heart prompt. If I've done my job properly, they should be linked down the side too. Their approaches really give you this great overview feeling for their style, so I hope you'll find some really wonderful new artists to follow and enjoy. I hope you're all having a wonderful Valentine's Day, whether you celebrate today or in a month. Show some love to the people that you really care about, you know, like me. I'll see you again soon.